I just want to quickly recognize that the voyage around the world is really Hawaii's gift to the world. And I say that in hindsight because it took thousands and thousands of people to give what they could to make it successful and keep it safe. And tonight we have the challenge to pick three amongst the thousands. And so we really wrestled with of the issue of choosing by values. And one of them is the Castle Foundation. And the reason why, to me, they were so important, that this long road of getting the resources to be able to successfully to meet your mission wasn't an easy one. And there was perception, and true, this was high risk, it was a dangerous voyage.
That voyage was so audacious and so important, as there's so many changes globally in the world right now, and as Hawaii is in many ways the best laboratory that the world has for solving the problems that everybody faces throughout the planet. It was important to us to support this sail that is going to connect us with people from other places who are struggling with the same problems, and maybe they're coming up with solutions we can learn from. When our foundation was approached by Bert Kobayashi and Nainoa Thompson to support the worldwide voyage, I remember a couple weeks later, after conferring with our board, calling Bert out of line to something, say, "Bert, I'm sorry, we weren't able to support the amount you requested. We're giving you more." Because that was how important we felt this sail was for Hawaii's future.
I can get really passionate about what Polynesian Voyaging Society has done for our community. And I mean our entire community. I mean, you could say what they've done for the Native Hawaiian, it's the whole community. There's people that are proud of what Hokulea has accomplished, that the leaders of Polynesian Voyaging Society and the crew are never going to meet, but they're out there thinking thank you. And I'm one of them. Thanks, guys.
And the other of the three that we would choose tonight is the Campbell Family Foundation. And I emphasize the word family because that's what it's all about. And they did what they've done for decades. They believed in Hokulea. That Hokulea reminds us that we should be proud of who we are because we know where we come from.
The James and Abigail Campbell Foundation was formed originally for the benefit of the children and the families in the areas of the property owned by James Campbell. And the goal was to help children, primarily of Hawaiian ancestry, to honor our great-great-grandparents, to further their education and knowledge in Hawaiian culture. Polynesian Voyaging Society has been a great partner from the beginning and certainly has set the tone for the further involvement and understanding of navigation and expanding the horizons of our children. We're excited to increase our exposure and our assistance to the children and the families and the areas that we are invested in. And we think PVS is the perfect partner as it expands its horizons or over the horizon and around the globe and takes our beneficiaries and our children that we help assist and takes them with them on the journey and expands their horizons as well.
And the third honoree tonight is Mr. Charles Annenberg. In many ways, I characterize him as a stranger. I barely know him. I had one lunch with him, one phone call, and we were in trouble. And so he would step forward and would be our single most individual largest donor in the worldwide voyage. A stranger, but he's not. Because at the core of Charlie is the love for the earth and the love for all things wild. That's what we sail for, and he just allows that to happen for us. And so,
the mission of Explore.org is to champion the selfless acts of others, to inspire lifelong learning, and to create a portal into the soul of humanity. So it's a natural connection to the Polynesian Voyaging Society because the Polynesians are lifelong seekers of knowledge, they're explorers, wanderers of the earth, and teachers. At Explore.org, we always seek to champion the selfless acts of others and showcase selfless heroes. And there's no more bigger group of selfless people than the Polynesian Voyaging Society. And we look forward together to sharing their story and teaching the world about the rich ancestry of the Polynesian culture.
On behalf of the voyaging family, which is so enormous today, and more so in the reflection that this is all about Hawaii's voyage to give to the earth. And we're just very honored to have these three great leaders in our community step forward and be willing to be recognized this evening. And to me, it's all about behind their choices amongst the thousands was really what they stand for, what they believe in, and the courage to take the risk. So my aloha to all of them.